I'm going to be putting my egg rolls and tempura shrimp in the oven on air fry. I started my mixed vegetables. I put them on low. I added just a bit of water and oil. I'm going to steam them and cover them up. Here's my steak. I'm adding Montreal steak spice and cumin. It's your steak, whatever spice you like. Go ahead, put whatever you like on it. This is my favorite spice, Montreal steak spice. I turned it over. Now I added Montreal steak spice. And the second one is going to be cayenne pepper. I'm not adding much, just a little. Showing you my vegetables. I'm not adding those spices at all. I put my steak on a pan. I'm going to put this on broil, on low. I'm cooking this in 2 different stages. One medium rare, another one well done. I also added water to the pan and I'm going to put it in the oven. I transferred my vegetables to a bowl. I'm going to put them in the microwave to keep them warm. I have 2 pieces of chicken breast that I cut up. I'm finishing this one off. It's frozen. It's a little bit hard to cut, but I'm cutting them in pieces. It's doing pretty good in here. It smells great. I have my frying pan washed and ready to go. Putting on my stove around 4. Adding some oil. I'm going to throw some chicken in and the spices. I don't have yellow onions, so I'm throwing in purple. And they're frozen. I'm also going to throw in some Caribbean spice roasted garlic. I'm going to cover it and let it cook for a bit. Just remember to keep stirring every once in a while. I cut up 2 pieces of garlic. I turned my stove up to 6 now to brown the chicken. I turned my steak over. And with that juice at the bottom, you could make yourself a nice little gravy with that. It'll be really good. I'm adding more Cheshire, soy sauce, teriyaki sauce to my chicken. Add as much as you like. Turn my heat back down to 4. I'm just adding a couple of drops of Worcester sauce, soy sauce, and teriyaki sauce, just to color the meat and give it flavor. Added my chicken to the bowl. I'm going to put it in the microwave to keep warm as well. Okay, I'm going to cook it a little bit longer, but I cut it in half. That's too pink for me. I have 1 cup of rice, 1.5 cups of water, 1 big tablespoon of butter. I have it on high. I'm going to watch it when it boils. Turn it down to low and keep it on the heat. Keep it covered. Stir maybe once or twice. This is my daughter's. She likes hers a little more pink than this, but I was so busy cooking and doing everything else I forgot about the meat. I am adding barbecue Japanese sauce to this. My rice has come to a boil, so I turned it down to low. I stirred it already once. Cut up your peppers and get rid of the seeds. Rinse them after you're done cutting them up. I cut up my peppers, clean them up, have them on parchment paper, put them in the oven on roast, and I'm just going to wash them. You can add salt and pepper at this time if you want. I just added oil. I washed my mushrooms. I'm going to cut them up and fry them. In this pan, I fried up the frozen onions and the frozen peppers. I have them in the frying pan ready to go. I'm going to add some butter and a little bit of oil. This lady showed me how to make them like this. They're really good. Added some black pepper, and I'm just going to add a tiny bit of Montreal steak spice. I'm also going to add my green pepper and onions. My rice is ready. I removed it from the heat. The mushrooms are a little bit dry. Add a little more oil. I'm going to add some barbecue, Japanese. Not much, just to give it a little drizzle. I threw in some more Montreal steak spice. I threw in some Japanese barbecue sauce again, but you make it to your taste. In this frying pan, I have garlic and butter. Added my shrimp. I'm going to add some garlic spread to it as well. I turned off my roast and I put it on broil on high because I want to make sure they're nice and brown. Just came out of the oven. And this is what I'm having for tonight's supper. And Dr. Pepper to drink.